Hello everyone, welcome to Cabernet, where I'm going to be a very bad vampire. Even before we started, I decided that I'm going to be evil. I don't have many chances to do that. Eastern Europe, end of the 19th century.
Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Lisa. I never thought I would bury my own daughter, my own blood, my pride, yet I can't do this. Nico, please say something. I just can't.
There. It's all right. What can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly someone as special as Lisa. If I may, I won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today. Instead, I'd like us to celebrate her life. Despite her obvious calling for medicine, when she was little, I always thought she would become
a musician.
A famous musician. You should have seen her with her fiddle when she was only 5. The instrument was half her size. But when she played, oh Lord, did your heart start filling up? Such a bright girl. Always a top student. Always the pride of her parents. By the time she graduated.
Scientific mind, I suppose?
Lisa knew everything there was to learn from books about science in our enlightened age. Laws of physics, human anatomy, chemical solutions, you name it. Every time she went on about this scientist or that discovery, she'd light up like a matchstick. Most of the time I couldn't understand a word of it, but I just nodded along and mused at how bright our girl was. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy. I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness. But to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country. If someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa. But my niece was so much more than a gifted student.
A true friend.
With all of her other talents, above everything else, she was a true and loyal friend. She connected with people easily. She cared deeply about them. Some might even say too much. After all, if she wasn't so thoughtful, maybe she would still be with us. But I digress. Please forgive me. What's done is done. She was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her. Pour some vodka for Korda, too. He is old enough to send his sister off. A piece of my soul went into the ground with her today, as I'm sure did many of yours. Let those pieces help Lisa, wherever she is now. To Lisa.
When I was a little girl, I often had trouble falling asleep. My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life. I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth. When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body. I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction. Finally, the whole string was out. I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying. I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault. Dear Lord. Mom? Kola? My body feels like it's stuffed with cotton. Like I slept for days.
A kerosene lamp, an old but reliable lamp. Something?
Either this is a nightmare, or I'm in hell. This feels too real to be a dream.
Is it a bucket filled with blood?
The cupboard is locked. Why would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
Where are we?
Locked.
Call for help.
Hello? Anyone?
Walk away. There is a blood on the rug over there. What is that?
My medical journal from the academy and my family medallion. Who could have brought this here?
A handcrafted stolen silver medallion gifted to Lisa by her father. Press tab to access the journal. Character sheet. Signature. Quests. Escape the chamber. Calendar. One moment. Oh. It is cool. Inventory. What is that? Moment.
Hello? Who is this? I'm locked inside. Please help.
Wait one moment.
Lilies of the valley. My favorite flower. Who put them in this room? It's disturbing to see them here.
Can you take them with you? I guess I need to come up to the door.
Are you still there? Maybe you can't talk? Please knock twice for yes and once for no. Thank goodness. Can you help me open the door? Thank you. Thank you so much. Will you help me? What is it that you want from me?
Money, treatment, favor. Favor? What kind of favor?
I don't have much, but I can owe you a favor?
Okay, that worked.
Then it's settled. Whoever you are, do you hear me? If you open this door, I, Elizaveta Morozova, will be in your debt.
I suppose we're out? What's that?
What the hell is this? My shoulder just felt like it was burning up.
I don't know.
I can't see anything from this angle. I should check up on it later.
So I suppose we leave now. Right? Can we leave? I think so.
It's open. No one. What have I gotten myself into?
Press tab and access character sheet to distribute Elisa's new skill points. That was fast. Earning experience points increase your rank, allowing you to upgrade your skills. Press plus and minus next to the skill you'd like to modify. Once you finish distributing all the points, press accept changes. Well, we don't have any literature or writing, so let's add, I guess, 5 of those accept changes. Good. Let's go. Seek a way out. A door?
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Nope.
What a peculiar painting.
Study expressions. I can't examine the people. Will I be able to come back once I put my history better?
The husband and wife in the picture don't look very happy. If I had to guess, I'd say it wasn't the perfect marriage.
Well, that earned me some points. I cannot knock on the doors anymore.
It smells like death here. Like in the
Lovely.
academy when we left a cadaver out for too long. Only, it's much worse than that.
What is that noise? Somewhere.
There's someone's money in here. I could live on this for a week.
Take the money.
After all that has happened, I think...
Aha! Lisa's morality is still shaping. Certain choices will provide you with humanity or nihilism points. Some choices will only become available to Lisa after she reaches certain levels. I'm gonna aim for badness. Because I
I
can.
think I deserve this. The mirror is covered by a sheet. People only do that when someone dies. Mother explained that this is so the dead soul does not get lost and trapped inside. Silly superstition, of course.
Remove the covers. Maybe if I can, please.
We live in the age of science where there's no room for this nonsense. What is this? Where is my reflection? I can't see myself. It must be a trick mirror.
Must be. So what, there is nothing else to do here, it seems. Do I just leave then? Huh, another painting.
Eerie.
Study the painting.
It's hard to say without seeing the face, but this dress. Could it be the same girl from the first painting?
I don't know, to be honest. Wasn't paying much attention to dresses.
This is unbearable.
What is this?
I'm a doctor. I can get through this. I just need to look straight ahead.
Okay, let's do that.
Give me strength, no matter what is on the other side. What in heavens is all this?
Chapter 1, High Society.
I will make sense of all this later.
Huh.
Something is wrong. My head is spinning. I feel the floor slipping from under my feet.
Are these old people vampires?
Would you look at her? How does one have the gall to show at the Countess's manor in such a filthy outfit?
She must be a nihilist. It's spreading all over the country like a plague.
You two don't know what you're talking about. It's the latest rage in Paris now. The dirtier, the better. I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is I have absolutely no appetite for it.
What about wine? So it's nihilism, it's not nihilism.
Have you heard? The Countess is sending me on a special assignment to the capital.
You lucky devil. I've been stuck here for years. I swear, I'd dull my fangs just to spend a night in the city.
So they are all vampires, right?
Locked.
Hey, stop messing with the phonograph. It's not a toy.
Sorry.
Miss, are you all right?
Mind your own business, Petya. It's rude to stare at a lady.
Sorry.
I know it's not ideal, Countess Orlova, but I'm afraid there is not much we can do at this point.
Of course now there bloody isn't. The right time to act was last week. I don't understand where this influx of product is coming from. It's undercutting our prices. Where were you when I... Who is this creature? Darling, you look like a little domovoi. Come over here. I don't bite.
Hello?
Introduce herself.
I'm Lisa.
You must be the doctor's new apprentice. Look at you, poor thing. You must be fresh out of the ground.
Excuse me?
Ugh, nobody must have actually inducted you. How typical. No surprise with the men around here. Hussar, why is she in such a state?
She was not supposed to wake.
Hussar, be a darling and show this young lady around once she's decent.
As you wish, madam. If you'll excuse me, I'll go for a smoke on the balcony. You can find me there.
You're excused.
How do I make myself decent?
If I recall my first day correctly, your head must be killing you. Here, drink this.
Thank you. May I ask what this is?
If you know too much, you'll grow old sooner. Trust me, it will lift your spirits.
Not like I have any other choice. Hold the mouse to drink from glass?
Whatever this is, it's beyond delicious. It's sweet and thick and tastes like cherry and wild strawberries. Thank you. I do feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Now go change. We can't have you gallivanting around in those scrubs. There is a nice dress about your size in the cloakroom. Consider this my welcome gift.
Thank you kindly, madam.
Arlo, if I remember correctly.
Madam Orlova.
You're welcome, child. Now off you go, change and mingle. Time is money.
When you're healthy, hold shift to increase your walk pace. I'm fine for now. Let me explore a little bit. What is that? Wait a moment. There was something in the corner, in the left lower corner.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it. Countess is right. I should get dressed before exploring.
Okay, let's try find the room. Is this the room? Seems so. Please talk with me. No? No one? Alright. What a wonderful room. Very nice.
Another cloth on a mirror. Something bad must have happened.
Take the cloth off to wash up. Wash up without the mirror. Don't know?
So strange. This mirror doesn't work either. That should do it, hopefully.
Okay, we're clean now. That's good.
The Countess sure has excellent taste in literature. In other circumstances, I'd spend all day here reading.
But not today, not today.
Goodness, this must be the dress the Countess was talking about. Such an ornate Western style. It must cost a small fortune. I want nothing more than to change out of this horrible nightgown, but this is just too much.
Put the dress on. Oh. Oh, this is nice.
It's perfect. Fits like a glove. I still don't know what's happening here, or at least I hope I don't. But delaying the inevitable is just tying my stomach in knots. I need to find that young man and learn the truth.
How do I talk with people?
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Have you heard the rumors about Count Kaminsky?
Not lately. Do tell.
They say that he found himself a young human lady and fell in love like a schoolboy. Apparently they got so close, he even confessed to her his true nature.
You don't say.
Yes, and the best part is, she is completely fine with it. He doesn't even have to enchant her anymore.
Fascinating. The world just gets madder and madder every day, doesn't it? I just never know what to say to humans. If I'm honest, I find them all a little dull.
That's not fair of you to say, Margarita. It's not their fault that they don't have the advantages of eternal life.
I know. And don't get me wrong, some of my best friends are human. Sometimes I just wish we could convert them all and give them the proper life. But you just can't.
Please tell me you have some good news for me. It's been 2 weeks since the last Cabernet shipment. The clientele is very unhappy.
I did manage to get in touch with the vendor. He says the conditions for harvesting are getting even worse, thus the interruption. We did reach an agreement though. They are happy to continue, but from now on, it'll be an extra 5 coins per bottle.
Oh, thank goodness. At this point, honestly, whatever it takes. Another week.
Cabernet. Oh, there is a door. Then is this a door as well? Yes. Some interactions cost action points. Hold left mouse button to activate them. Some actions Lisa performs take time. These interactions will be marked with a special stopwatch symbol. Each night, Lisa can spend up to 3 action points. Once the action is complete, an action point will be taken and the night will move into the next phase. I see, then I will talk with him later if he's greedy for some action points. Unless I don't have any other actions to perform. I've heard all the gossip, I believe. I learned about Cabernet. It's getting more expensive. I cannot come back to that room where I came from. But this room?
Locked.
Uh-huh. I guess I need to speak with him after all.
Good evening, Hussar.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. Lisa, right? You actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
Graveyard dirt? First the Countess, now you? Why is everyone going on about funerals?
Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
Well, we don't have much literature knowledge, so we don't want to guess.
I'd rather not guess. Please, just tell me straight. Who are you?
Simply, we are vampires.
Am I dead?
Does this mean I'm dead?
Dead, alive, who the hell cares? Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
Is this why I had no reflection in the mirror?
If that's what you're concerned about, you look just fine.
Thank you. Nice conversation, guys. Defense mechanism, my family, your name. What does it mean, defense mechanism?
I don't even remember how it happened.
Ah.
Must be some sort of a defense mechanism that suppresses a traumatic experience.
That actually does happen quite a bit. That memory usually comes back soon enough.
What about my family? When can I see them?
I was worried you will ask me that. Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that. It's true, too.
I can't just leave them like this. They have to know I'm all right.
Look, I know this is too much for you to take in right now. Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
Countess calls you Hussar. What's your real name?
At this point, I've been called that far longer than my real name. Just call me that.
All right, Hussar it is. I have so many questions.
See, that's what I was afraid of. Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing. Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace? After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
Oh, come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own.
Do I have his return?
What is it?
I wonder if the Countess would approve of you pushing your responsibilities off to a bunch of strangers.
Well played. Fine, let me think for a moment about our fun little group here. You've already met the Countess, so that's a big plus. Not everyone gets to do that in their first month, let alone first day. Who else would you like to know about?
I don't remember any of those. Let's go with the pink dress.
What could you tell me about the woman in the pink dress?
You must mean Arben. You know, they say she was born somewhere far to the east. That broad has been around forever. Probably has a tale or two to share.
Who is the intense lady with the purple hair?
That's Elisa. She is quite important around here. I'd try to start out on the right foot with her if I were you.
What about the young man who asked about my health?
Who? Oh, you must mean Petya. He is just a human. Elisa brought him in for fun. He is such a card and has absolutely no clue.
That's fascinating.
A clueless young man surrounded by vultures. That's fascinating.
Right?
I need to remember my goal. I want to be the baddest vampire.
I suppose that's everyone of note, really. Besides me, of course.
Of course. All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
No rush, please.
Alright, you're coming back then. Wait, can I watch all that? Oh, that's a door. What about my skill points? How did that happen? Is it because of my dress? Are you pink dress?
I do actually have a model right here with me. I always carry Matilda with me, just in case a good opportunity strikes. You never know. Look into her eyes. Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
Yes, well... Apologies.
Petya.
Petya. We should probably go and discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
Oh, of course. In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
I don't know how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us. Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No, but something very similar. He is most certainly human.
Do we talk? Do we need to talk?
Oh, hello. It's you, lady in the nightgown. How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Much better. Thank you. I'm Lisa, by the way.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my illness.
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy. The third group I'm pitching my dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
Matilda, invitation. Invitation to where and what? Let's talk about Matilda first.
Did you say you're selling dolls?
And making them, yes.
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback. Well, what do you think?
Oh, like I want to be kind of evil, but I also don't want to scare enough potential dinner, so let's go with the need to work.
It looks promising. It might need a little polish, but I'm sure it will get there.
Thank you. It's always great to hear some objective thoughts. It is still a prototype, and rest assured, I will keep working on it till it's perfect.
I have no doubt of that.
You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy. My father always called this foolishness, among other things. Said it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it. I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait. My gut tells me that tonight is going to bring something special, and it's never wrong.
Invitation.
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
Ah, that's what you meant by invitation.
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress. She saw me at the town market and saw some real potential in my work. She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I see. How is pitching going so far?
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me. But what's the point of living if you don't believe in people and yourself?
You may be right about that. At least, I truly hope you are. Best of luck with everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind.
Aha, let's check that out. Well, where is he? And how do I find him? Oh, look at that. Pyotr Yanovich? Alive. Lisa met Petya at the high society party right after she woke as a vampire. While talking with Petya about his life, Lisa learned that he is a doll maker and a salesman. His deep passion for his craft was palpable, however, it might have appeared a little much for some. I see. Full name, don't know, status undead. Address, manor, location unknown. Sofia Orlova, undead. As head of the local section of High Society, a vampiric organization in charge of laws and ethics for the species, Countess Orlova is a figure of note, wealth and power in the area. When Lisa awoke as a vampire, she reached the upper floors of the Countess's estate and found herself in a ballroom among a number of high-profile guests. Under the circumstances, the Countess did her best to turn to Lisa and gave her a beautiful evening gown as a welcome gift. Shortly afterwards, she retired from the party to attend to urgent business. Interesting. How many? Just two. I need to speak with some more guests. Nice meeting you, Petya. We don't care about you two.
Have you tried the Countess's Cabernet? Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
I prefer to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take you up on that offer.
So that's pink dress.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Arbin.
I so love that I don't have to talk for them all. I'm so happy that the game is fully voiced.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
That's what I thought. My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be. In the end, it does make everyone feel better.
That's a good piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
I couldn't help but overhear that you are a wine expert?
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks there.
How exciting. All kinds of interesting people must come by.
You'd be surprised, my dear, and mildly disappointed. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
I'll make sure to visit.
Songbirds Lament, Anastasia's story, music school, church choir, go for a walk. Besides experiencing the main story, Lisa is encouraged to explore town and meet other characters. Depending on the character, Lisa may sometimes need to meet certain criteria such as specific skill or morality levels in order to start or continue with their quests. I'll make sure to visit. Okay.
Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess gave me? I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents. And then we just got used to it. Funny how language works, isn't it?
Yes. Funny. Arbin, I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me. May I trouble you for some advice?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really. You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention. I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Alcohol's my father's problem. It isn't mine.
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned about. You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink whether you like it or not.
Whether I like it or not.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
Well, I should get going.
Good luck. I have a feeling we'll see each other soon.
Yeah, kind of like him. Maybe it will be one of my favorites. Can we have favorites here?
Come on. Don't any of you cowards want to have any fun?
My lady, with all due respect, Russian roulette just seems like, too much fun for the night.
Fine, get lost then. Be on your merry way. Who knew that the second time I die would be of boredom? Now, would you look at this pretty picture? I could barely recognize you from before. Where did you get this dress?
It's a gift from the Countess. She is very generous.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar. Name is Alisa, by the way.
Lisa, it's a pleasure. So, I've just been turned today.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even. I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to process all this yet. What does one even do with this? Being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else?
Same thing anyone around here does. Masticating plain eternity day after day. Spicing it up any way you can.
Hence the Russian roulette.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose? Do you fancy a round?
Maybe some other time.
Suit yourself.
May I ask who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Who, Petya? Why, are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached. Petya is human. I picked him up at the town market. He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
Because it was my turn.
A turn for what?
To spice up the eternity.
So, it's true what they say? Vampires live forever?
We exist forever. We don't live. But then again, few do.
Does this mean that we can't, stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier. Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should probably be writing this all down.
So, now that you have eternity on your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
I suppose infinite time does add some gravity to it.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to, say, Petia's?
If I'm honest, I'd have to say mine. To think of how much I'd be able to accomplish now.
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment, isn't it?
Indeed.
Sure it is.
Excuse me, I think someone is calling for me.
That would be Hussar? Outside? He's still here.
Good timing. I just finished up.
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking is an important routine for a soldier. Can't be interrupted.
A soldier, huh? And which division were you in, exactly?
We can talk about the divisions some other time, perhaps. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Oh, shoulder burn.
Who ended up letting me out of the chamber?
If I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea. I thought you knew.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that.
Oh, we were, marked.
Do you know what it could possibly be?
Let me take a look. Oh, brother.
What? What is it?
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see him, all right?
All right.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all about it.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
If it's so confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we? I say all's well that ends well. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
If vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Rusalkas? Domovoys? Ghosts?
Yes, no, yes. We'll spend all night here if we keep talking about flora and fauna. If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
I suppose that's it for the time being.
Perfect. If you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this? I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
Keeping an open mind. I'm excited, actually.
Well, I'm obviously still in shock, but...
Yes?
From a scientific perspective, I have to admit I'm curious. This is certainly a unique condition we are in. I'd love to learn more about it for my studies.
I'm impressed. I can certainly see now why the doctor chose you as his apprentice. All right. Have you read Thunderstorm?
No.
I'm not so sure. Why?
Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
Ah, that thunderstorm. Hey,
How did you do that?
so cute.
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
How were you even talking with me in such a state?
That's yet another benefit of being one of us. We can project our thoughts into people's minds. I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
Why don't you do it all the time then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident. Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
Ooh. Locked. Bed shifting. Turn into a bat.
Goodness!
Cute!
Isn't this a hoot? Come on, I'll show you around.
Bat landing. Bat indicator in the bottom left of the screen informs of whether bat shifting is currently possible. To land while in bat shape, descend on the surface from above until a landing circle appears underneath you. Oh, okay. Ooh. One moment, how do I do it? Huh.
Seems like you're catching on. Follow me.
Where are you?
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
All this talk about death, but don't you feel more alive than you ever have right now?
Well, I cannot. No, I can. I couldn't, but now I can. Alright.
Shh. There. Look.
If only I have 3 coins to my name, then I'd show 'em. They'd all see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
I don't want to drink blood from him.
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers.
Can my new powers make him sober?
Meet Trophime. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman. Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission. Important man. Now, come with me.
So I'm not going to drink his blood. I guess. Hopefully.
How is life, Trophime?
My lord, is that you? Oh, the bottle you gave me. Highest quality. Much obliged.
I can see that. It's nearly empty already. All right, enough pleasantries. Watch this.
What happened to him? Is he all right?
No, I really don't want to drink his blood. Can we get a sober person?
He is fine. We call this enchantment.
What does enchantment do, exactly?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of what happened.
So they don't remember anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Sounds like a subject for some awkward conversations.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
Don't worry. Whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way. When you need it, it will come to you.
Does this mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple. Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work. Secondly, you should only do it to humans.
So it doesn't work on other vampires?
I didn't say that. There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind. But I don't even know if the Countess has that kind of power. Besides, this would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
So why would you want to enchant someone?
I thought you might ask that. There are two main reasons. 1. People in a trance are easily suggestible. You can use that to influence their thoughts and opinions.
When you say influence their thoughts, does this mean they will do anything I say?
Only within reason, of course, especially when you are a beginner. Impression is a delicate art and takes a lot of practice.
And what is the second reason?
I think you already know.
What have you done?
I just opened him up for you. Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry. Come here. It's time for you to learn how to feed.
I don't know if I'm ready.
You're as ready as you'll ever be.
How do I turn?
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
My mouth, it's bleeding.
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry. Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time. It will recover in a minute.
His skin smells like wild berries. But not just the smell, the promise of warmth that draws you, the promise of being whole. I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body. No, I can't do this. I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it. I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to survive. I better get back to my other errands. Don't want to get my tunic wet. Do you remember the way back?
I do. Hussar?
Thank you.
Thank you for your help. I had a rough day and it means a lot to me.
Don't mention it. I ended up having a decent time myself. I'll see you soon.
I should get back to the manor and talk with the Countess. I'll process this all later. Where will I live? What's next? There's so much I have to sort out first. But first, Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted. I should try it on Trophine.
Vampires have the ability to impress certain things on the subconscious of their victims. In order to do that, approach the enchanted victim in your human form and press leftmost button. Once you see the hypnotism icon, the victim can't be hypnotized more than once a day. And what are we going to do with him?
Can you hear me, Trophine? Here is something I'd like you to do.
Oh, I want him to drink less because I assume that his blood will be tasty, you know? But I don't want to add humanity to myself. Start stealing.
You will start stealing from the Countess and will bury what you find under this tree trunk.
Oh, this is fun.
I'd rather not walk through the woods on foot.
Okay.
Trophime seemed pretty drunk. Hope he doesn't hurt himself with this. It's too dark. I can't quite make out what's inside the shed.
Can I come inside?
Locked.
No. Okay, I will have to fly then back. How do I... Aha. What's that?
What was that?
I don't know. No, where was it? Was it here? I don't see anyone in the forest though, so... I probably need to come back inside and see what was that. That probably was coming from the inside of the manor.
Looks like the banquet is over. Someone is still inside though.
Oh, right. I guess we don't use doors here.
I don't understand. How could this even happen?
Do you have no self-control at all?
No, not Petya.
It's Petya's doll, Matilda. This is so unsettling.
No.
What is this?
My God!
It should have been me, the one that beat him. It's so difficult for me to be this kind of... But I want to explore this.
What the hell happened here?
It's kind of fun.
It's all Victoria's fault. I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained the man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor. Someone is gonna fry for this, and it sure as hell won't be me.
Are you mad? No one's going to be executed for this. He's just a human.
That's tragic, of course, but accidents happen, don't they?
Easy for you to say. You're not the one who will have to explain this to Elisa and the Countess.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out.
How do I be a little bit more evil or bad than I am? Because I find it all very fun. Where did she go though? Did she go here or did she go upstairs or downstairs?
Locked.
Uh-huh. Can I take the doll?
Those morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
I just can't seem to make sense of it. I talked with Petya not even an hour ago.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
What happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit. I can tell you that much.
Is she sympathetic to humans?
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like murders being linked up to her property. She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those three in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folk tales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
What do you think will happen to those three outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. I don't think it will come to that. If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dulled for troubling the Countess. They will grow back after a month or two, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
Very profitable for Countess or whoever that was providing that Cabernet.
What if they can't afford it?
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal.
This is very evil.
Without blood, we are like humans without water.
Arbin?
Yes?
Do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do I do? Where do I live?
I understand it's not an easy day. We all went through this at some point. All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it. Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be. To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better, learn from my mistakes, absorb the knowledge about the world.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
You know, the Countess has a wonderful library over here. Why don't you grab a book and use this time to learn something new? Perfection comes in little steps.
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arbin. It feels really good to have a friend around here.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness. It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way. Trust me. Here, I want you to have this.
A small vial with blood sustains you for a day. Thank you.
This should give you a little boost when you need it. Clear your head. It's not going to last long, but it will give you a little peace of mind for the time being. I should go now, my dear. You know where to find me.
I don't?
Next time, a drink at my bar is on me.
Oh, right.
I'll be looking forward to it.
The morning star, the seagull. Why can't I use my keyboard? The control's not very intuitive, I would say. That will increase my literature and writing. The seagull, music and arts. Science and logic, and history and politics. I think I need to improve literature and writing, right? Can I read more? Music and arts, science and logic. Oh, no, I cannot read anymore. Alright.
It's not my fault. Stop blaming me for everything. I mean... Oh!
I should see what all this ruckus is about.
I agree. Consequences. You will make choices in Cabernet, some of little and some of big consequence. You will not always know which one is which. Some of those consequences will be marked on the screen by the symbol. There was a consequence somewhere. Something happened.
They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it. They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it.
They brought it to the basement, it looks like. Maybe he will be turned into a vampire as well. Alright, let's talk with her then.
I heard noise. What happened?
Idiots being punished for their own stupidity.
Are they going to die?
I was going to rip them apart, but I actually thought about something you said earlier.
Really? What was it?
The potential of eternal life is more important than immortal humans.
Aha! So that is a consequence.
Probably not wise to face the vampiric court for a human. Still.
Do we feel sorry?
That was some night, wasn't it?
You'll be surprised by how quickly you get used to all this nonsense. You must be curious about what happens to you now.
I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
The way it works is that you get assigned to the one who turned you for the apprenticeship. I believe you are the doctor's disciple.
I don't really remember much before I woke up. The doctor. He was a traveling doctor that came to the city, wasn't he? He was a vampire?
He certainly was. It will all come back eventually. Don't worry about it now. Countess has a coachman, Trophime. He will take you to the doctor's place in town. He is rough around the edges, but you can learn a lot from him.
May I speak with the Countess herself?
You need to be a little more important for that to happen. Trust me, she'll send for you soon. She has errands for us all. You will be no exception.
I'll be ready whenever she needs me.
Like a good dog, aren't you? You should go. Trophime will be waiting for you, and the sun is not getting any lower.
I mean, I don't like her anyway, so that's fine.
I've unlocked the door by the balcony. It'll lead you to the stairs and outside.
Thanks.
Hey, Lisa?
Yes?
Never mind.
Well, I cannot insist, so...
All right then.
Let it go.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask you. Could you please take this ugly doll with you? I can't keep looking into its dead eyes.
Does it remind you of Petya?
Just take it with you, please.
Thank you. I like it.
All right. I will.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
I swear it just blinked.
The start is kind of slow, but it's really enticing. I really like it. I've gained humanity. I didn't want to gain humanity. Oh well. We have what we have.
Hello again, Trophime.
Evening, my lady. Forgive me, but have we met before?
He's sober now, good.
Oh, that's right. He must not remember me because of the enchantment. Oh, no. Lisa just mentioned your name when she directed me to you.
But of course, silly me. I was worried I forgot. Happens to me after vodka sometimes.
Are you fit to drive?
I am, my lady. Truth be told, I had a drink or two earlier tonight, but then the strangest thing happened. I must have fallen asleep and woke up not remembering a thing, but sober as a judge. Must be the fresh air.
Yes, must be it.
In any case.
Shall we head out?
Of course, my lady. Your wish is my command. Mistress Orlova arranged for you to be taken in and out of the town as you see fit, at no charge. Whenever you need a ride, myself or another driver should be ready to pick you up.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Don't thank me, my lady. Countess's orders are the law around these parts.
Well, in that case, send her my thanks.
Will do. Get in, my lady. Don't be shy. Marta and I will get you to your new lodgings in no time. One more thing. I'm afraid you'll have to wear a blindfold, my lady. Mistress doesn't want anyone knowing where the manor is. We're here, madam. You may take the blindfold off.
So this is my new home.
Whoa, Marta.
What? Where do all these sparks come from? What is happening to me?
That's the sun, madam. You must go inside your new home soon. But don't worry, there's still some time until sunrise. Doctor's flat is on the second floor, door on the right side.
Even the best of nights eventually come to an end. During the dawn phase or the night, Lisa must get within safe proximity to her vessel before the sun is up, otherwise she will be burned on the spot and suffer permanent death. We don't want that. Oh, I can tip him. I can do it.
Thank you, Trophime. Here's for your trouble.
You're too kind.
I'm actually not.
It's my pleasure. Be safe, Trophime.
Maybe I don't have a choice. Maybe I have to be...
If I'm honest, madam, no one is really safe here.
We shall see. I can't move until he's
Go,
gone, I
Marta.
guess. Bye. My vessel. Okay, I will hurry up. We'll explore everything later.
Pavel, dear, you shouldn't bother with an old bag like me. Surely you have better things to do.
Nonsense. I always have time for you. Besides, ticks are no joke. Good thing I noticed it when I did. One more day and the parasite could have dug itself fully into your body.
My goodness. Well, thank you kindly, Doctor. Once again, you are my saviour.
I'll check up on you in a couple of days to make sure the bite area doesn't look infected. Lisa! Is that you?
Can I steal?
Oh, this must be the new apprentice you were talking about.
Indeed.
Very good, very good. Thank you again, Doctor, for taking pity on an old woman. Hello, little dove. You look like you've seen a ghost. Are you all right?
It's just been a rough day.
Ah, that's what I thought. You poor girl.
Thank you.
As we are neighbours now, call me Fahina. I'll be right next door if you ever want to check up on an old woman. Don't be a stranger.
Welcome, Lisaveta. I've been looking forward to your arrival.
Good evening, Doctor. I was told I'll be staying here for the time being. Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course, it's the least I could do. Tonight was your initiation night, wasn't it? I trust everything went smoothly?
Not exactly.
In all honesty, it was a rough start. A lot of things didn't go as planned.
In my experience, they rarely do.
Perhaps it was a better introduction to our way of life than it seems right now.
I know it's been a lot to take in. I also know that I am partially responsible for your condition. I turned you into what you are now, and I will guide you through it.
I have so many questions.
I can only imagine, dear. Sadly, time is not on our side right now. The sun will come up shortly, so we'd be wise to leave them till later.
Could it happens now?
Starting tomorrow, I would like you to work with me as an apprentice and help me with my research. In return, you'll have your own room here in the apartment.
I'll be looking forward to it. I was worried that with all of this, I wouldn't be able to continue my medical work.
I would never let that happen. You're far too valuable to the field, dear.
Would I have a room to myself?
Of course. A bright mind needs space for work and contemplation. It's not much, but I hope you grow to feel at home there. Your vessel is already inside.
My vessel?
Yes, the coffin that you were buried in.
Goodness, but why?
When the sun is up, you can only be safe when you are near it. An obscure rule, but life of our kind is riddled with those, I'm afraid. Now, go and have some rest. Isn't that what they say? You'll rest when you're dead?
Hehe. Oh, I want to jog back.
That's right. Let's see if that's true.
By the way, I left an outfit in your wardrobe that you may find more appropriate for your medical work around town. It's probably a bit old-fashioned for a city girl like you, but it's all I have. Now, time for you to get some well-deserved rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Good night.
Oh, so many books. Maybe not right now. Is this my room? Parasites and Psychophants.
After passing that threshold, I feel so safe all of a sudden. I think it has something to do with the coffin, the vessel. Ironic that something like that can bring a sense of calmness.
Can at least, I don't know, decorate it or something? Sunrise is the bane of every vampire. In order to withstand the daylight hours, vampires must be in close proximity to their vessel, usually the coffin they were buried in. The vessel indicator in the bottom left corner of the screen shows whether Lisa is close enough to her vessel to survive the upcoming day. Yay! I think that I will end this part here. Wait.
There's plenty of room for my outfits. And look, there's already one in here. Must be the one the doctor mentioned. I wonder why he has it in the first place.
This one? Oh yes, this dress did add 5 to my history and politics, and this will add 3 to literature and writing. I see. I suppose nightgown makes the best sense to go to sleep in, so...
Strange. Can't imagine the doctor getting much use from this, even back when he was a human. Lovely vanity, though.
Oh! Thank you indeed. A painting?
I should check out the general store for more room decor options.
Good idea. So I will be able to upgrade my vessel, but not right now, it seems. Okay, well, this was really interesting. Like, I like the kind of slow start. I like how the story is told.
I want to look around more before I...
Oh, I thought I was done.
That's a nice place to store my keepsakes. Don't you go anywhere, Matilda.
Nice. So now I can go to sleep, right? Or I'm not done yet. Am I done or not?
I want to look around more before...
Huh. What else is there to do? A window? Oh, yes.
Huh. The window goes out directly to the main street. Could come in handy now that I can actually fly.
Yes, that is useful. So is now finally the time? Yes, the icon changed as well.
It's been a long night. Time for a little rest.
Yes.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
What is happening?
Who is this?
Come over to the window.
I will, but next time. For now, thank you for watching. See you next time. Have a nice day, night, morning. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.